This video shows you how to find population estimates for an area and also shows you how to export in Cameo. First one for a population, we're just going to create a circle. And we created a circle here. So, now that and then we'll just unclick it. We'll click it right here. So now that we have it clicked, we can do a right click, get population within selected overlay objects. And then it'll come back with the total population, how many housing units, what census level, so it's a census block, and the number of census blocks that were tallied. This is somewhat accurate, but it's much more accurate than trying to look at a map and trying to figure out how many houses and how many people. They use the census, and the way the census blocks are laid, you may or may not have all the housing, but it's a very good estimate. In this case, 13,000 or 1,362 and 505 housing units. So we're just going to go and delete that circle. Another way of doing it is get population within a radius of a click point. We can say 500 meters, or you can do feet. We're going to do meters. And it comes back with the same thing. And as you can see, we have what it's showing you as. And then just click off to the side and that'll go away. Next part we're going to be doing is how to do your exports. For this, the earlier lesson, I've kept all the objects there. I put everything that I've now switched to overlay example as dark blue. So I got 3 objects, and I got 3 objects that are light blue, and they're in the temporary object overlay. And then of course they also have temp in their name. The first way you can do it is you can push on your shift and click the objects that you want. So those are the objects I will now export. Or I can use this object right here, draw a circle over it, all my objects, select objects, and I can pick which overlay. In this case, I just want the ones that are in the example. And as you can see, we now have the red boxes around just the 3 that are in the overlay example. We now go to File, Export Overlay Objects, Marplot, Import Export. With just the selected objects that we wanted, we're going to export. I'm going to stick it here in the video sample file. You can call it L100 example. And so now we've saved those objects. Once again, you can either do the shift and then just click. So you can see it didn't work. Shift, click, click. Or you can use your circle here and just go all the way through. And as you let go of that circle, it'll be select objects. Make sure you click which overlay you want them, and then select. And as you can see, we have the red boxes around the 3 that are in the example overlay. And just doing a left click on the screen will get rid of those boxes. So the key is, when you export, especially in these lessons, making sure that you put them in the correct overlay. In this case, example. And then you can either use this and then select objects and making sure you have the right one clicked, or going back and using the shift and clicking each object that you want. Doing the file, export, selected objects, export. Once again, just going to call it an export file and save it to there. And that's all there is.